Hey, Rhino Claus, how are you this evening? How are you, Fantasy Goats, this evening? This is a very, very special Saturday edition of the Start Sit Week 17 Championship for the Goats. Holy smokes, we just got finished with the Houston Texans, which looked like they were just basically, they looked like junkyard dogs again.
Yeah.
Junkyard dogs playing the Chargers in, which is basically like a neutral site to me. That's there's no home field advantage there.
No,
But yeah,
none whatsoever.
there is really no home field for them. I hate to say it. It's a beautiful, beautiful stadium. It looks like a beautiful, beautiful facility. And you've got the San Diego Chargers renting it out from the LA Rams. What's up, Jeff Schanfeld? Goat, how are you this evening? Yeah, we're going to get to like rapid fire. Well, we'll try to put a little bit of our reasoning and thoughts into each one. However, what's up, Michael B. Goat? We're going to try to get as many of these in as possible before the Packers kick off against the Ravens. There's not much to play for other than to win out for the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
Ravens, if they were to somehow pull this one off, then they could actually make it a little bit interesting if the Steelers lose. Zay Flowers with Scoop, Doggy Dog Huntley, or Jalen Waddle versus the Bucks. If Quinn Ewers connects with Jalen Waddle last week, Rhino,
yeah, we're talking about that.
Of course, yeah, it would have been a pretty significant play. The only problem is he didn't connect with Jalen Waddle on that play, but it would have been a big connection for a score. I don't like Flowers and what Scoop Huntley may have to offer us tomorrow. I think I would roll the dice with Jalen Waddle against the Bucks.
Same here.
I think Quinn Ewers threw for Quinn Ewers threw for over 200 and change. Again, Jalen Waddle I think he's a cut above Flowers. I do. And look, we got the Packers are gonna just like take out whatever other weapons outside of like now what is no Lamar. So that's easy. That's like, okay, fine. We're gonna take out a tight end and we're gonna take out King Henry and we're gonna take out this guy. Packers defense should still show up, Jeff. I'm gonna go with Waddle myself here in a weather controlled, right? Isn't that in Miami?
What's that?
The game. Well, it doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't. It's in Florida. All right, Goats. Yeah. Jeff B. Goat, Tech Guy Goat, the hybridious Goat. How are you, Goats, this evening? Once again, I am your shepherd. This is the Fantasy Goats. If you're new to this channel, please do us a big favor. Subscribe to the Fantasy Goats. There is no off season whatsoever. I know we're getting to the very end of the fantasy season, but there is really no off season. There isn't. So just please, no, not for us. Just please give us a like, subscribe to the channel. We're a new channel, almost new. I don't know. I'm not sure when I'll stop saying that one new. B Goat is the dicker is the kicker, and the kicker is the dicker. Yeah, that was a lousy miss. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know.
The extra point was a lousy miss too.
No. Well, that was, which is same. He missed an extra point. That's a field goal. It's a short field goal. The PAT, he blew it. I don't know. I'm not even sure if that would have made a difference, right?
Yeah.
So yes. If they would have gotten the ball back, they needed the touchdown, not the field goal, but still, the Texans defense.
If he would have made the field goal an extra point, it would have been a tied game.
The Texans defense. Well. Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. Yes. If that. I mean, that's what we were all assuming, that he was going to make that field goal. But again, the way they've been playing, right? It wasn't that was the way the Texans defense, has been playing. It wasn't a sure thing that they would have been able to set up for another one. That's all I'm saying.
No. And Chargers defense after the first two series played freaking damn good.
Yeah. Well, the Chargers defense is good.
Yeah.
They're good. The Chargers defense is good. Just I didn't expect the Texans offense to be. Texans offense looked really good today. C.J. Stroud's finding both of his rookies in Week 17. I mean, like, hey, that helped absolutely nobody. Nobody started C.J. either.
No, I saw somebody had to do. Somebody had to, as an emergency, sit Higgins, play Higgins.
Play Jaden Higgins, and what kind of emergency is it now? Nevertheless, yeah, it wound up working. At the expense of the two rookies, Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, after the second touchdown to Jalen Noel, I'm like, how many more touchdowns is CJ Stroud really going to throw? Tech guy, GOAT. We're going to go Josh Jacobs here. We're going to go the Green Bay Packers with the 3 starts that Malik Willis has started for the Packers. That's 2 last season, 1 this season, or 1 played this season. They run the ball 70% of the time. 70, 70, and 71 to be exact. I think, or 74%. I think we are in a good spot here with Josh Jacobs. He came off the injury report. That's positive. Now, whether he's fully healthy or not, none of us are going to know that. Let's go with the better player here. Mm-hmm. Let's go with the better situation here. We're going to go with Josh Jacobs, tech guy.
Plus, Seattle has one of the best rush defenses too. So, Baltimore doesn't.
I think Rico may get there. Like if they could get down to like the 3 on a bomb to 10 and he doesn't get out of bounds, I could see that happening for Rico. I could also see that happening for Chuba. Point is, we'll go with Jacobs. Let's not get wrapped up in like this timeshare stuff either.
No.
All right, if Jacobs is going to play, they're going to want to get Jacobs going a little bit here.
Yep.
You're debating starting Romeo Doubs or Christian Watson. Not sure with Willis. Well, you just heard.
I go Romeo Doubs.
You just heard me. I wouldn't go either. You just heard me here, Hybridius.
If he has to play one, then I'm playing Romeo Doubs.
I'm debating starting Doubs or Watson. It doesn't sound like this is one or the other. This sounds like he may have somebody else.
If he does, then
I know it.
If not, then I'm playing Doubs.
I'm debating starting Doubs or Watson. As in, like, there's another option here.
Or there isn't. And if there isn't, then I'm playing Doubs. Short intermediate passes.
Okay. All right. Not many passes, but okay. Yeah, good. What's up, Troll Goat, baby? The Troll Goat, baby. And the Michael B. Goat, baby. Good thing is Nico had a bad game. Yes. Nico did have, Nico he was connecting with everybody else. You're welcome very much, Jeff Goat. Very much. Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you. Happy holidays to all of you. CJ Stroud is so bad. He didn't look that bad. And like the way he looks like first round CJ Stroud, right? Like he played well against this team last season.
And plus, they don't have the best offensive line either. So if they give him time, he's dangerous. But
it's true. It's true. He has these weapons. They are weapons, one way or another. Mm-hmm. But yeah, see, I don't know. Again, the book is really still not out on CJ. I don't know if I'd call him that bad. He's not. He's honestly middling around that like 17, 16, 18 maybe. He is middling around the pack. No pun intended, folks. Yes, we will be on through. At the very least, we'll get to a quarter and a half, maybe up to the half. It all depends on you guys, and it depends on how much the Rhino wants to share one of his tri-tip recipes with us.
Not doing tri-tip.
You had it the other night.
Yep.
Right? You said you were having it the other night.
Yep. That and pineapple salmon. Yep.
Little pineapple salmon.
Let's go up against Hampton. Houston's defense held non-all game until penalty allowed him to get that TD. got only 8.7 points. Nico now only 46% chance to win. Don't look at percentages until it says 1 for one thing. Yeah, you're still in a good spot.
8.7. Well, I mean, yeah, Chon Goat. 46%. That's it's 50-50. 46%. It's 50-50. B, yeah, man. I mean, look, there was no way we would not. Nico is technically their alpha X wide receiver. He's their dude. It burns a little when you see Jaden Higgins getting that ball wide open. Burns, of course. Jalen Noel coming across the middle for a huge play. I thought that was Christian Kirk for a second.
So did I.
Right? I thought that was because I couldn't believe that they went from one rookie to another. And like these guys have not even really been. Jaden Higgins has been playing more than Jalen Noel. I'm surprised that they put him in this spot, and I think they did it on purpose. I think they did it because the Chargers may not have been expecting it.
Yeah.
Chargers, I'm not surprised by this Chargers. I'm pleasantly surprised with the rebound from the Texans and the Dogs.
And that, you know what, that just shows you they're looking past the Raiders, looking to this game, and they just, that's what happens when teams look past another team, especially a team like the damn Raiders.
Who's playing the Raiders?
Giants.
Yeah, but I don't see how that's. Who's looking past the Raiders in this game?
Last week they looked past the Raiders. That's why it looked like dog shit.
Last week they may have just like been, you know what? Forget this game. We've got a much bigger marquee matchup coming up next week. Yes, I could see that, and they played down to the Raiders. Mm-hmm. They let the Raiders' stench affect them. You're very welcome, tech guy. Lex Luthor, Michael Wilson, or Ted McMillan. You've got Michael Wilson here. That's got a good matchup. I'm not as high on Brissett this week, although he's got a good matchup. I just think that the Bengals are they're gonna come after him. I know it's a shitty defense. I think they're gonna come after Michael Wilson. I feel a little bit better with Ted getting the balls from Bryce Young in that matchup with a bad game script. Lex Luthor, though. Lex Luthor is a huge.
That's one that I lean towards is Burden.
So you notice how I saved him for last. That's the one where I think we're going to get the most points.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get a lot of points in that game. Now you know that they set up the pass with their run game, B-Goat. You know that run game is strong. They're going to set that up. We also know that the Niners and Robert Saleh's bend but don't break. They've been doing a lot of breaking this season. Right? I mean, like, say you gotta give Bobby Saleh a ton of credit with this team, a ton of credit with that defense. But still, they're gonna allow some points. Lex Luthor. You still got Olamide Zaccheaus, and you still got DJ Moore, and you still got Colston Loveland, and you got the two running backs. I would go with option B or C. B-Goat. I really would. I know I like Lex Luthor. I do. But I would go. I think we're a little bit more. I hate to say it, safer. This is your semifinal. So we're not playing. This isn't the end game here.
Well, it is if he doesn't freaking win.
Very true. Very true.
Going to Waddle.
Maybe it's like tournament style. Waddle or Flowers. I'm going to go Jalen Waddle. Is it the same one or a different one?
Don't trust Flowers. Don't trust Snoop throwing the ball. Waddle.
How do I feel about?
I don't.
Yeah, I'm
not trusting London.
He is playing the Rams. Kirko might be a tough game.
Not all the way healthy, too.
It may be a tough game for Kirko. I would play Drake London, and at the very low bar, I wouldn't expect his fantasy points to be what they were last week coming back from the PCL. This week, I would expect it to be better. I would expect it to be, at the worst, what we just saw out of Nico Collins, maybe a little bit better. But then the ceiling is much better.
Who's your other choices? Who's your other choices? You know, you gotta know what the other choices are.
Well, here's the difference. Here's the difference between asking that question here with London and asking it up top with Romeo Doubs and Christian Watson in the same game. This dude's probably drafted Drake London, or he acquired him in a trade prior to him getting injured. But yet he's still in this game with not having London for 3 games. So now that London's back on his team, he's asking, do we get back to Drake London while my other receivers on my roster have been performing? Can I trust Drake London now? It would be almost like Drake London. I would put Drake London in treat him as my wide receiver 3 or my wide receiver in the flex. That's how I would treat Drake London this week. With a high ceiling. That's all.
Yep. I think it's gonna be heavy Kyle Pitts and Bijan Robinson.
I expect it to be heavy Bijan Robinson. Frankie Goat. There's the GOAT. There's the Frankie Goat. I'm going against Nico. I got yeah, you sure did. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, look. If I would have been going up against Nico, I wouldn't have been that nervous, that scared. I really wouldn't have. I mean, sure, he's capable, but I don't know if I really would have. I wouldn't have been that nervous. The hybridious GOAT. I have Peter Parker Washington and Breece Hall, but bench them. Good for you, the hybridious. You should definitely bench the second guy.
Yeah.
Without question. The first guy depends on how the rest of your roster looks. Peter Parker, again, you got a lot of mouths to feed. Not that Trevor Lawrence is not distributing the ball pretty sweetly. He is. I think they're not going up against the same type of defense as the Jaguars faced last week, right? No, not even close. By the way, I think it's important to note, right? Didn't the Colts just get eliminated?
I believe so.
The Texans just won the South, or they just clinched.
They're in the playoffs because they can still win the South.
But the Jaguars would be the other team.
Yeah.
I can't conceive of it being the Colts at this time.
No.
I don't know what the hell. I don't know how much they have to worry about any of their guys playing tomorrow. But how does that affect Parker Washington? Perhaps Parker Washington will get a lot of run tomorrow.
Well, Jacksonville still has to win the division. They need to win.
They're still going for the division and the possibility of the conference. You know what I mean, though? Like, let's say the Jaguars let's say they've got this game out of hand. You still got to have somebody out there, right? Still got
Tim Patrick.
Oh my God, Quincy Goat, baby. Of course they are, Goat. Of course they are. I play Houston's defense. My kicker, Fairbairn. He had Dicker, the kicker. That's it, Quincy G. That's right, GQ. Fuck them. GQ. You'll let us know. You'll let us know when you get your next championship, GQ. You can do that if you have it clinched tomorrow night. We'll be on tomorrow night with this reaction show immediately following the 425 game. Monday, I'm still not sure about. Tuesday, Michael B. Goat. Tuesday, I think that we will be on for Week 18 waivers. We know that some of you goats are playing in Week 18. I get it. That means waivers still run. And then later on in the week, probably the Friday and Saturday, or one or the other, Friday or Saturday, Rhino, we'll probably do the final Week 18 start sit. If there's nobody but Michael B. Goat, then we're here for Michael B. Goat. If there are other goats that are playing in Week 18, there'll be other goats in Week 18 that are playing.
Yep. C. Flowers, Tyrone Tracer, or Michael Carter. Full PPR.
probably Michael Carter.
Yeah, I
Michael Carter,
Michael Carter too.
Probably
Tyrone
Michael
Tracy's not
Carter,
bad
then Tyrone Tracy.
What's that?
I agree. Just to double check, I'm going Strange over Barnum and Bailey and Hill. I would go Brenton Strange over Barner, and I would go Brenton Strange over Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill's last consistent run of being a tight end 6, a tight end 6, a tight end 3, and then again a tight end 6, all back-to-back, 4 games in a row, was in 2023. Then he had a couple of off games. Then there was a bye. Then he got back to tight end, I believe, 6 again, actually. Tight end 6. Now, here's the funny thing about that. In the first 4 games that he had that consistent run, it's not like tight end 6 was like a huge fantasy game either. There were 2 20-point games in there, and then there was like a 13-point game and a 14-point game. Same thing for later on in the season. Now, fast forward, 2024. Okay, we know he got injured. He had 1 game that he hung a 40-burger on the Browns. And then fast forward to this season. If that's what you want to hang your hat on.
I'm not.
I'll go Brenton Strange. Fight you,
go Strange too.
Ya boy! What up, ya boy?
I play Strange over Taysom Hill.
I also have JT and ETN playing the Colts Jags game. I have Warren and I have Taysom at the moment. Waller and Brenton Strange on the bench playing against Pitts. And that's Puka Nakua Monday night in a big championship. I love it, baby. I love it. Go get it, baby.
ETN's going to feast because Tootin was ruled out this afternoon. So he's going to get a lot of the touches. But I play Strange over Taysom Hill.
Things are very strange. Not in week 17. It's a good matchup. Tight ends versus the Colts. The Colts, they're not that good at blocking them. Tron Goat, baby. We got the Tron Goat and the Tron Goat and the goat of the Tron and the Tron of the Goat. Come on, what is going on here?
People are saying we need to monitor this.
What is going on here? Yeah. Thank you. Jesus Christ. Well, just some technical issues on my end. Just some technical. No. I got like things coming across my screen, like MSN. People are saying we need to monitor this game tonight. If the Ravens lose, the Steelers game tomorrow becomes meaningless. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. The Steelers will clinch. You still got would be not poetic justice, but wouldn't surprise me. All of a sudden, Caleb Johnson tomorrow for the Steelers.
Oh, that'd be funny.
They rest Gainwell. They rest. But I mean, again, though, right, Tron? It's only week 17, and we're already sitting players, we're resting players. Games become meaningless already in week 17. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think they'll sit. They won't sit the start. I think they'll sit starters next week because you don't want to go 2 weeks to setting the starters and then being rusty come playoff time.
Yeah, you don't want a little rust like we see in week 1 and week 2. Yes, you're gonna get a big game from Chris Olave. He's their only passing. He's their only receiving option. He's their weapon. He's their only weapon. He's their only. Well, yeah, and he's their only outside weapon, I should say. So yeah, you have an outside weapon and you have an inside weapon. Your boy need a tight end. Need a tight end also between Tyler Warren, Darren Waller, Bretton Strange. We just no. Did I not have this one? Or am I?
There's just word. Yeah, I go Bretton Strange. He's a
hello one. Hello, Malones. How are you this evening? If you're new to the channel, Malones, please do us a favor and like and subscribe to the Fantasy Goats. Let's go get that championship. Which defense quick? Saints versus the Titans? No. Or Packers versus Lamarless Ravens?
I go Giants.
Oh, I go Saints. I'm not going Giants. Saints are playing really good defense. Don't look. The Packers are a very good defense as well. But how are we going to get a lot of turnovers with the Packers? I don't think we're going to get turnovers in the Packers. We can very easily get turnovers with the Saints.
Giants get shut out the freaking Raiders, though.
It's true. It's true. It's just that reminds you know they're so bad. I don't want anything like bad.
Brian Burns is top 5 in sacks too. So against that,
yes, he is. And the team still hasn't won more than 3 games. I mean, it takes it takes 11 on offense and 11 on defense. Brian Burns is very good, very good. That was relative to the first question I asked. Appreciate you, Hybrid. No, not your bad. My bad. Hybridius goat. It's like the Hybridius. It's almost like sounds like a Star Wars name. Hybridius. Hybridius, right? Like Darth Sidious. Hybridius. Starters. Allen, Evans, Jacoby Myers, Devon A. Chin. I should know this. I should have this by now. Harvey, Fannin, benches, Michael Wilson, Bucker, McMillan, Burden, Rico, Strange, Sampson, flex 2 off my bench. Why? My bench is Michael Wilson.
I'm going to flex Michael Wilson and take a chance with Bucky or Ted.
Which Allen is that?
Probably Keenan. There's only no
Josh. It's got to be. Starters: Josh Allen, Mike Evans, Myers. Yeah, I want to play Bucky too, man. I want to play Bucky also. I think we should play Bucky. He's got a good matchup. This could be a good get-right game. Maybe he does get one in. Maybe they do give him an end zone, red zone touch, get him going. I know Sean Tucker's been freaking vulturing it. I know that. I want to play Bucky. It's hard to trust Bucky. You're going to play Michael Wilson.
Who do you trust then if you don't trust Bucky? Michael Wilson is one flex.
I said it's hard to trust. Hard. Yeah. I want to play him. It's hard to trust. I get it. You have to have some stones here. You have to have some stones. It would be Michael Wilson has been consistent and solid. It would be Ted. Go Ted or Bucky. Ted or Bucky.
Yeah.
It's Ted because of the game script. They're going to be having to pass the ball. It's Bucky because we're going to bank on the talent there. We're going to bank on the Tampa Bay needing to establish a run game with him, then establish getting him back on track.
At least one red zone freaking carry too.
Right, like, oh, look, they could give him one. He's got. Let's capitalize on it, right? If he gets the one opportunity, that's great. If he hits it,
I mean, he's been rushing for 70 yards and stuff. It's no touchdown upside, no red zone upside right now.
See, what's lousy is when you get that opportunity and okay, you didn't get in. You don't get the opportunity again. Now that's what's lousy because now you got Sean Tucker with the opportunity.
Yep. That sucks. That doesn't help nobody.
Doesn't help a damn person. And Mom, and don't think for a second, Rhino, that again, this whole Bucky Irving conundrum may be running a little bit deeper than a shoulder or an ankle or whatever the hell was his problem. It could be running a little bit deeper.
The mental, like you said, and then injuries, like Jack said, and like I said, just the no Liam Cohen effect. So,
hi guys. J-Mo basically broke even. So I'll tell you, of course, Frankie Goat. Fuck yeah, Frankie Goat. J-Mo. Gonna hire a new offensive coordinator to work with him. Hi guys, Texas is looking good. Sure they are. They are. Texas are looking good. I just wanted to ask, do you guys trust Bucky as a flex, or should I roll with Blake Corum? You're safer with Blake Corum.
Yeah, because they're going. If they're in the red zone 4 times, then he'll at least get one red zone carry out of the 4, if not more.
You're absolutely safer with him, Bijou Goat. All you have to do, go look.
Corum's averaging 8.9 yards a carry right now.
All you have to do is just go back. Go to his last. Go to his last 4. Go to his last 4 games. I bet you they're all around 12 points. You're safer with Blake Corum.
Mm-hmm.
You want a fat ceiling? Bucky's your guy, but he's very touchdown dependent at this time. So is Blake Corum. Smarty Goat. Smarty Goat. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you're joining us right now, the Green Bay Packers are in progress with the Baltimore Ravens. They are in progress. We really appreciate you guys being here with us. We want to come on for any last-minute start sits for tomorrow's big Week 17 championship. We'll be here to give you guys the best advice we possibly have based on all of our experience, based on all of our data that we have on hand, based on our own eyes. The eyes are important. Would you start Devontae Smith in the flex? If there's no news about Drake London, there's the news is what? No news is good news with Drake London. Or hope he plays, and if not, start Blake Corum. So those are the options, huh? So it's not like you're going to be left holding the bag with anybody. I would go with Drake London here, but you have options.
I go Devontae
Drake
Smith.
London over Blake Corum.
I start Smith
Because
he's healthy.
Just
that's why.
I love.
He's healthy.
I love about that's. Is that the only?
I'm not taking chances in playoff games playing somebody that's coming in the game questionable. When I have somebody that's perfectly healthy, that can get you pretty much the same amount of points.
Can he? He can. He absolutely can. Especially if they decide to take out A.J. Brown. Look, Devontae Smith he's been like the Dark Knight. He is skinny Batman. He has been like the Dark Knight. He's been the silent, like shining Dark Knight of Gotham City. When you need him, he comes through. There's a lot of games, there's a lot of days that he takes off. Not that he takes off of football. No, he doesn't take off. He's been like your wide receiver 2 now for the last 4 years. You've got too much of a ceiling with Drake London, though. He gets too many targets if he's a full go.
And Trogo, I'm not afraid. If I have Dart, I'm not
chance
afraid.
to even consider starting Dart this week.
I'm starting him. If I have Dart, depends who the other quarterbacks are. But I would start Dart. No hesitation. If Theo is out, but you still have Wandell Robinson, who's 99 yards away from 1,000 yards. And according to the little sound bites that I've heard with Dart going and talk to the coaches saying that he wants to throw the ball downfield more, that's going to bode well. And it's against the Raiders.
I can see Dart.
Not only sitting in Max Crosby, but also Jeremy Chin, too.
I can see Dart possibly taking off, getting a free run into the end zone. I can see that. I can. I can also see Dart maybe possibly getting his bell rung again and going to the medical tent because he likes to go to the medical tent. Then what?
If I'm just saying, if that Dart's the only, he has no other choice, no better choices, I would start Dart, no hesitation.
For Tongo's starting Tyler Shough. That's I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Tyler Shough is the goal for the Tron. How do you feel about London this week? Waterloo Flowers. How do you feel about London this week? I feel good about London.
I don't.
He's got to make up. He's got to make up for lost time. Starters, Nicole. Would you start? There he is. Would you start Devontae Smith in the flex? No, there's news. Frosty. It's wheels up for Hendo. I think they're both going to do well.
Yep.
I think they're both going to do well.
Yep. I think so too. I also picked up Kyle Williams today and playing him instead of playing him, especially with finding out that Boutte and Hollins were out. So,
I mean,
Dark to win a championship.
I want you to make a prediction. How many targets and catches is Kyle Williams going to have? Just your prediction.
All right, he'll have 6 targets, 4 catches, 75 yards and a touchdown. How's that?
What was the yardage?
75 yards and a touchdown.
That's a good game. I'm hoping that's what it is. It's a good game. Against those Jets. Against Rutgers. I got Pitts and Burden too. You got Kibbles and Bits. Frosty G. You need 3. You need one of the running backs, Pitts and Burden. You need 3. No, you don't. You don't need 3, Frosty G. You've got the championship down. Isn't Kyle Pitts you could put in your tight end spot? You take Trevion Henderson if you're looking to absolutely break fantasy tomorrow. If you're looking for a nice 14 points with Ramondre Stevenson, you play Ramondre. You're in good shape, one way or another, with either running back that you select here. And then Pitts, Burden is a good play. I think there's going to be points in the game. He still has a little bit of target competition, though. Like how many targets? I was kind of asking, well, how many targets is Lex Luthor really going to get? 6, right? 5 targets, 4 catches, 6 catches, 4 catches. I mean, it's not going to be a plentiful amount. But he could take it to the house on one of them. That's what's great.
Henderson, Swift, and Tracy.
Quincy.
Be afraid of injury for Henderson when he plays. Nope. I'm going Henderson, and I'll go Henderson and Swift. Raiders
Yeah, I like.
actually have a pretty decent rush defense.
You're afraid of injury for Travion Henderson? I mean, again, it's. Now, I don't want to make light of a concussion because obviously it's a head injury, and also captain obviously. Um, Everyone's concussion is going to be different. But I mean, this isn't the same as like, okay, like he's playing on a low ankle sprain or he's playing with like a very low grade hamstring. It's like he's cleared. He should be okay. That's the way I look at Trevian Henderson. That's the way I look at concussions.
If he was a full participant in practice, that tells me everything. And he cleared protocol. No problem playing him. No problem whatsoever. I'd play Swift. I'd play Henderson and Swift.
Yes, I agree. Jelly baby, what up, Jelly baby, Jelly? Oh, there goes the king. Touchdown. King Henry. Now, on one hand, the Packers are losing. On the other hand, you know what? I don't even know why I'm scoreboard watching fantasy for the leagues.
All right. Trevor Lawrence or Stafford, 6-point passing touchdown and point per rushing first down. Point per rushing first down. That's interesting. If that's the case, then I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence.
Point per rushing first down. That's like Warrior Bowl. And I think Scott Fish Bowl, isn't it?
I have no idea. I just
yeah. And so silly.
I go Trevor Lawrence. Stafford's not going to get too many rushing first downs, but Trevor Lawrence will.
It's very true. I think the Jaguars are going to want to keep pace with the Broncos. They're going to want to win the game tomorrow. Am I right or am I wrong? I mean, like the Jaguars got like.
I'm sure they'd like to be number one seed. There's still outside chance they can get number one seed.
Right. The South. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I don't think Philip Rivers has any business playing.
No.
Can you imagine if Jonathan Taylor doesn't play? Wow.
That'd make me happy.
Wow.
Non-PPR played Hampton this evening. Not to choose between Kyron Williams and Henderson. Who should I go with? Oof.
Excuse me. Hold on. You know who that is?
Yes, Kyron Williams.
I mean.
So non-PPR played Hampton this evening. Now I have to choose between Kyron and Henderson. The Kyron Williams is the safe play. Henderson could just go off. But non-PPR, I'm going Kyron Williams. I do like Henderson, though.
Frosty! Jags are still fighting, but yes, they are. Frosty. Frankie Goat. It's just balls, brother.
That is ballsy.
Balls. I mean, like, why would you want a defense where this team is trying to lose? They're trying to lose, and so are the Raiders. I mean, no one. I get that there's
if the Giants if the Giants are trying to lose, then they'd be sitting Jackson Dart, protecting them for next season. I'm playing Jameson Winston.
We spoke about this. We spoke about this.
You're freezing up, dude.
No, not in my opinion. Not in my opinion. In my opinion, I think James gives them a better shot of winning the game. And I think that's the opinion of others as well. That's the problem. And that's the problem why I think they want the first pick. They want the options to be able to maybe move off of Jackson Dart. I don't think they want Jackson Dart. As crazy as that sounds. Wasn't, this is going to be a new company coming in. A whole new apparatus. I'm just going to lay down against them. We only get points, so sound like Las Vegas is just going to lay down. I think the Giants are going to lay down too. I think DSC starts at 0. Yeah, so does ours. Most started 0 points. You start at 0 points. Or you start at 10 points.
Starts at 0. He gets.
And then how do you get the points?
Basically, gets points for sacks and interceptions and home recovery.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, he did. There's Jordan Love looking on the sideline. It's Jordan Love, ladies and gentlemen.
Love the game on so.
Jordan Love. Well, there's Dixon, ladies and gentlemen. Dixon goat. Dixon, baby. Where did Dixon go, man? If Kittle is out, I hope they feed CMC like crazy, like they did before he was out. Like before when he was out. See, they fed CMC like a beast all season. Oh, you're referring to when Kittle was out, how they fed CMC. I don't even think there's a difference.
No, obviously either.
Those may have just been. I don't think there's been a difference. Those are just like some of the matchups that CMC may have been facing where they actually played him a little bit tougher. I think I know which games you're referring to also. Remember, I was a CMC owner all season. Big time CMC guy. All season. So, yeah, those are, I'm pretty, I wouldn't worry about it. Go, baby.
Not worried about it. Yeah, don't worry about that. Just as freaking receiving upside.
Oh, there's Jacobs, baby. Oh, no. Big time touchdown.
By who?
Watson. And that didn't look. That was a 69-yard pass, I believe.
All right.
1 second here. 1 second. Oh no, maybe that was less than 69. Oof.
Happy New Year, Dixon Snyder. All the best to you.
Well, that's good for the Packers then.
Henderson over Jalen Warren.
Jelly baby. Yeah, let's go ahead and go here. I have a weird feeling that we're going to see a little Caleb Johnson tomorrow. I have a weird feeling about that now. Yeah, if who pointed it out? Trone or Frosty? Someone pointed out earlier that this game, should the Ravens lose this game, steer the Pittsburghs again. Very weird feeling about it now.
If you could, Core was not risky at all. Core's not a risky play at all.
RB2 PPO Michael Carter, but feels like a trap. Is pivot to Corum too risky? It's not risky. It's safe. It's definitely safe. It's not risky. But does Michael Carter? Well, I want to stay on there. Michael Carter, but feels like a trap. I mean, I'm almost with Joey here. Almost, because I kind of started the week off like that. Like, I want no part of Michael Carter. And then, as the week progresses and you do a little bit more homework, you do a little bit more research, you're in the lab. Again, it's still, we're going to bank. Let's bank on the fact that, yeah, this is a bad Bengals run defense. So even Michael Carter, with that volume, should be able to get us there. It does kind of feel like a trap, though. I agree with Jelly of the month. Jelly Goat, baby. It's a bad Bengals defense. Like Michael Carter, would you agree or disagree, Rhino? Michael Carter at his tier or caliber of player now, going against this terrible run defense with volume, right? We think there's going to be a lot of volume there, runs parallel to the tier elite level running back of a Marion Hampton playing a really good defense, and how he got there with volume. Kind of runs
I don't
parallel.
trust Michael Carter, so it's because the same what he's saying that using 3 running backs. It could be DeMarcado that's getting.
Who's the third?
I don't know all the damn names.
Somebody.
Somebody.
I don't know who's the third. I'm asking who's the third running back because I have no idea at this juncture. I know DeMarcado's there.
Mm-hmm. And he gets a lot of the passing. So
I think you could roll with. I would roll Michael Carter, but don't. Again, Blake Corum, pivoting to Blake Corum isn't terrible.
Mm-mm.
It's not risky. Touchdown, sniper! Christian Watson. Nice touchdown. Nice. Malik Willis, nice man. My opponent has Fannin, who's questionable. Browns brought up a practice squad tight end. I picked up Tongues, just in case. So my opponent can stack him with Purdy.
Smart thinking.
The old practice squad elevation on Harold Fannin. The other day, he injured himself in the walkthrough. Well, look, I get it.
And Franco J-Mo was right. Was the right answer, the right call. It's not your fault that they don't. They didn't scheme the game to him at all. It was all little short passes to Amon St. Brown. He was just running cardio.
The touchdown to Isaac Tesla was the second time a wide receiver has scored in 7 weeks worth of football against the Vikings.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why is their secondary so good? We all know the answer to that.
All right. So that question: why am I scared of playing JT? He's a stud. Do you think Indy will play to win? Yeah, I think they'll play to win.
If DJ Giddens gets activated, if we get word on that, I think they would play with pride. Is what I think. Yeah. They'll play for Jim. I think they'll full week 17. I think you'll get the full personnel, full starters. Even though they're not really playing for anything, I think you would get it. I think you'll get them for pride, for Jim, that sort of thing. Divisional game. Week 18, final game of the season, that's a different story. That's a much different story.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes Flowers. The Flower Man. Oh, Flowers. Flowers. What a nice. Oh, shit.
Nice.
Oh, shit. There goes the king.
ZR dude. Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Carter, Michael Wilson, MHJ start 1 to flex. Oof.
Brian Thomas Jr., Michael Carter. Michael Wilson, all the Cardinals. All the Cardinals, be big time Cardinals fan. Z-Goot. Start one in the flex. Michael Wilson.
Yeah, I think I go Michael Wilson too.
That's probably your most advantageous player to get us to double digits. Marvin Harrison is such a shame, such a shameful, disappointing sophomore season. BTJ has been better, but so is his team, just all around him, and he's just now like a cog. He's like a spoke in the wheel, which is good. For fantasy, maybe not so much. We don't know when BTJ is going to pop. Again, Michael Carter is potentially a trap here, but if it's not, if it gets 18 carries, maybe that's even too high. Maybe it doesn't need 18. Maybe he needs like 15, 17 touches. 17 touches. Still, that defense is terrible.
I'm waiting to
see. What's the temperature? What's the weather? Dark linebackers. Corey Kiner. I didn't know that. Corey Kiner. Kinner. Yeah. I don't. He may get an attempt or two. Did you see? You see who like Patterson today even spelled Marion Hampton a little bit here and there. That was definitely didn't result in over double-digit touches. Double-digit attempts, not even close. Ricard. Is Ricard the best fullback in the game? Second best fullback in the game.
Second. Yeah.
Second, right?
Yep. Kyle is the first.
Who?
The 49ers fullback.
Oh, yes. I thought
I was going to try to say his last name. Kyle.
Why? It's so easy. That's so easy. It's easy. You want to do it
for you, okay? For you, but
we can do it together if you like.
No.
Why don't we get Sniper? On here, and she will say his name. It's okay. You come on and you just have like a little goat figure on the screen. Fantasy Goats, the goats, man. Appreciate all you goats. I'm gonna stay on here. We'll stay on here. We'll watch the game. Maybe we'll play a little music. By the way, for those of you who are still hanging around, this show is brought to you by our sponsor.
Hey goats, please do me a favor. Please like and subscribe and hit those notifications so you don't miss any of our content.
Well, on that note, you gonna stay and watch the game?
I'm gonna watch the game.
All right, I'm gonna watch.
I am watching. Of course, I'm gonna watch the game. I am watching the game, aren't I? What time is it here? 8:40. Maybe we'll stay on for like another 15, 20 minutes. Another 15, 20. I know there's some goats out there that need some help. Maybe we need some last minute advice. There's the rugby. There he is. See? There's rugby, baby. How are you? Big rugby goat. There's the motherfucking Sutton goat. There's the Michael B. goat. See. They're around it. They're around. They're here. They're around. Would you say that Wilson and Tet should get same amount of targets, so it comes down to who scores the most points? The same amount? Yeah, like the same. Like 8 isn't the same as 5, right? But it's like close. 10 isn't the same as 7, but those numbers are close, right? It's the same. I would say Wilson probably gets more targets than McMillan. I would say that Tet has a better opportunity to do more with it. And the issue with Wilson isn't necessarily. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. So that's what I was about to say. Like, we think that while Wilson could possibly get more targets, he also may have the Bengals' best corner
I think the best corner is going to be on McBride.
in Turner. Might. But again, Turner could just always just take off. I still think it's a good play. Jacoby and him have a good rapport. I know. Problems here. Problems in the lab. Got the connectivity lab. Connectivity lab. It's the lab. No, never mind. That's 7. Oh, rushing leaders. Derrick Henry is 10th. Good question. Rick won, baby. Ricky won. Would you guys gamble on Taysom Hill this week or Colby Parkinson with Adams out?
The thing with Parkinson is...
There goes Derek again.
The thing with Parkinson is you have Davis Allen and still Terrence Ferguson too. So it's a three-headed monster that you have to guess. It's a guessing game. It could be Parkinson's game. It could be Davis.
I heard
Ferguson's game, the way McVay was talking about how impressed he is and how they know he needs to get him the ball a little bit more too. And plus, he's a little bit of he's a bit of a matchup problem, kind of like Kyle Pitts is.
Like Dave Richard from CBS. I think he said it best, or it was an interesting spin on the Parkinson situation. Like, yes, fantasy managers are all now scared off of what took place last week. But if you go back again, if you look at his last 4 or 5 games, he has been the tight end out of the 3 horsemen, the 13 personnel that has been getting those end zone looks. So again, has Parkinson scared us off? Yeah, of course he has. Would I gamble with Taysom Hill? No, I actually would not, though. I would not gamble with Taysom Hill. I'm sure there's I think I would. I like the Parkinson gamble before I take the Taysom Hill gamble. I know that sounds a little crazy.
Yeah. Same here.
And I know that sounds a little crazy because you'd be like, oh, Shepard, well, Taysom Hill could throw it. He could run it. He could catch it. I get it. It's no way to play football. You gotta. I know what you guys to me. They gotta see what they really have in this kid. Or Hole. Hole is pretty much it. Oh, he's a non-starter. There goes the king once again. Damn, the Ravens are playing here, man.
Yeah.
The Ravens are playing here. One of my redraft leagues, it's me against my daughter. You're gonna win, right? She's currently being. Are you playing to win?
Of course, you're playing to win. I'd beat my
son.
You
would.
I'd beat my son to get in the championship game.
They don't call him commissioner for nothing. I mean, he'll take the doll and the phone away from his granddaughters if he was playing them.
Yep, no hesitation.
No hesitation. I get it.
I understand what you're saying too, because I was buying into this hype, but then when I saw that they're calling up a running back, another tight end, it made me kind of a little fishy, a little nervous. So I backed out of the hype. I'm actually playing Michael Myers to Taysom Hill. I know you never bought because you're not a Taysom Hill fan, so
I didn't even see that. How about that? I didn't even see that. But still, last night I wanted to go back for the goats. I wanted to just deep dive into Taysom Hill. I mean, for a 35-year-old, he has like no stats for 2022 whatsoever. Like barely anything in 2022. I don't know what that's been doing, but in 2023, that's where we could pick it up from. He had a 4-game consistent stretch, but that stretch wasn't like monstrous. It wasn't. There were 2 good games out of the 4. The other 2 were in the teens, like 13 and 14. A little bit later on down the season is where he got another tight end 6 spot for 13, 14. And then 2024, now 2025. 2024, there was 1 or 2 good games. And the rest of it is because of injury.
So Rob, are you
40 burger
are you still running her team right now?
on the rounds? Ricky one. I'm gonna leave and come right back in. This is bullshit. My apologies, Goats.
All right, I'm calling a night now.
We shouldn't have to look like this, Goats.
Oh, Jax is here. Just as we're closing out.
Dang. Short little show, I guess, because of the championship week. Well,
and Shepard's was having
he having issues. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
All right. Who has the highest touchdown upside between Bucky, McMillan, Wilson? Because all they are is touchdown dependent. Wilson's not touchdown dependent though. Wilson gets the volume. McMillan's more touchdown dependent than Wilson is, but Wilson gets the volume and the targets.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. I think Wilson's a good play, not just touchdown dependency. Bucky doesn't score touchdowns anymore. That's not his thing. They use Sean Tucker for that. So I mean, McMillan is probably the highest touchdown upside. That's I would play him in that regard, looking for a touchdown.
Couldn't pay me to start a Colts player after Texas win knocked them out. Hey, I'm going against Jonathan Taylor, so I kind of hope they sit him. So I'm trying to win a championship here. Trying to win. You're welcome, Frank Goat. All right, so she set her own lineup this week. You're just watching. Did you give her any advice on it? All right. You good now, Shepard?
No. War Chiefs here.
Did you turn it off and turn it back on?
But yeah. Not really. No. Mm-hmm. No, I could have. I was thinking about pulling the tower, the internet thing plug out, but so flex 2, Bucky. Yeah, I did hear the War Chief saying that Bucky doesn't score touchdowns anymore.
Doesn't score touchdowns anymore.
He just I know. What if they got to get him going? Like I know we're saying that like fans, like okay, we like he has had one opportunity. What the?
Oh, wrong one.
December Derek.
Oh my God, what's going on here?
So if you need upside, not floor, then upside would be
Bucky.
Would be Bucky.
You think it would? I feel like Michael Wilson would be upside.
Bucky.
I'm not going against Michael Wilson. I think Michael Wilson has the most upside.
Yeah, I think Michael Wilson is upside because like we talked about, he gets the volume. If he scores a touchdown, it's even better. And they're going to get Cincinnati this week. Come on, man. We need a over 80-point game right there.
In our Dice League, in our dynasty league, we're in together. What do you think, Ramondre or Ramondre?
You're Ramondre. Jalen Warren only scored 30 fantasy points to kicking me out of the playoffs out of 3 of my leagues, so
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah, and they're playing against the Jets. I think him and Henderson
Yeah.
going. Let me ask you. Let me ask the Goats real quick before we take off. Henderson, Etienne, Wandell Robinson. Which 2 are you playing?
ETN has the Colts, right?
Yep, and no Bashan Tootin.
I'm playing ETN.
Etienne and Henderson, or Etienne and Wandell.
Oh, I'm playing ETN and Henderson.
Okay.
I think they're losing. I think they're losing faith in Jackson Dart. I really do. Only having his first completion at the end of the second quarter. You know, I ain't like that. I don't. That doesn't tell me you're really confident in the guy that you got.
Yep, Frank Goat says Etienne and Hendo too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It's for third place. Try and win $25.
Yeah, I'm right here with you. I'm trying to win my money back, man. I'm trying.
Yeah. I'm in 2 championship games. If I win, it'll be championship 12 and 13.
Whew. I'm a little jealous. Not gonna lie. I got a lot of third place finishes this year, so at least
Yeah.
make my money back, I guess.
I got third place. I got fourth place. I got fifth place. I got sixth place. I got seventh place. I got eighth place. No last places though. No. Nope. No. All right, Goats. That's it for the night, man. We'll be back tomorrow night.
With the show.
Yeah, with the reaction show, please join us. We'll be live at 7:30. Be a difference, make a difference. Stay blessed.
Go December Derek.
Go December Derek.